We just saw David Benavidez nearly finish Caleb Plant, and I think it was a hell of a fight. But now people are talking about David Benavidez and Canelo being the fight they should do on Mexican Independence Day. But meanwhile, we know Canelo wants to fight Dmitry Bivol again. In your estimation, what's the fight to make? Is it Canelo and Bivol, or is it Canelo and Benavidez?
I think it's Canelo and Benavidez. Because they're both Mexican. Benavidez has been calling for the fight for a couple years now. It's always, that conversation of like, who have you fought? And what have you done? And I feel like him, when he fought Darrell, he stopped him. When he fought Caleb Plant, it was like I've seen Caleb Plant fight a lot. And even when he fought Canelo knocked him out. Canelo ended up stopping him. But I ain't never seen him get beat up like that.
Right.
Like, I never seen Plant get beat up in the 7th round, he's moving around the ring, like, looking just real tired and just like he's just trying to get away from the dude. Not like scared or nothing. Because I respect Caleb Plant. It's fighters that is like, obviously they like, you got your Canelos and people gonna respect him and the dudes like that. But like, I really respect Caleb Plant because you can tell like he take it serious. He always prepared. He professional. He got like a real toughness about him. The way he speak, you can only speak the way he speak if you a certain type of person. You know what I'm saying? So, but just how he was just walking him down and how you had him like just beat up and worn out and holding on. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I ain't never seen Caleb Plant get beat up like that. I seen him lose. I seen him get knocked out by Canelo. I never seen him get beat up like that. And, leading up to the fight, he was like, I think he knew Benavidez was a good fighter, but I don't think he knew he had that in him. He just like wasn't getting tired. He kept coming forward. He showed some defense. He wasn't just getting hit. I think the fight is Benavidez, man. Like, I don't want to see Canelo fight Bivol again. I think Canelo just wants to show like I can beat him. But like, as much as I believe in Canelo, like I always think, man, Canelo gonna find a way. Like, Canelo gonna beat this dude, Like, I always think that. So I would go into that fight thinking that, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, man, he might beat you again. Like, he might just beat you again, and then it might just look the same, and then you're gonna be looking crazy, kind of, And because, like, man, that dude, like, that wasn't like no accidental win. Like, he won that fight. You know what I'm saying? So, I think Canelo can beat him if they fought again, but it's also a possibility that it could look the same. So I think the fight is Benavidez, man. I think the fight is Benavidez. I think it'll be a bigger fight. I think it's a fight that more people want to see. I think Benavidez presents a real challenge to him with his size, and how many punches he throw. I think it'll be a more simple task for Canelo because Benavidez is not going to be moving all around the ring. Like, he's going to be right there. Like, it'll be a great fight. So I like that fight much better than the Bivol.
How tough is that fight for Canelo, though? Because if you looked over the past several fights, Canelo's been real economical with his punch output. He don't throw a lot of punches anymore. David Benavidez throws a ton of punches, goes to the body, walks you down. He may be a little slower than Canelo, but in my opinion, I think Benavidez poses a real threat at beating Canelo. Do you see the same thing?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, I look like, I'm trying to make it clear, like, I watch so much boxing that is like, I got a lot of respect for these dudes. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, as a professional athlete, I know, like, I know what it is to be like so committed to something because it's what you do and you're professional and you're at the top of your game. And then to have like other hobbies, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been in the league 11 years. So like I've seen a lot of people like go from their prime to when they like walking out the door in a few years. And they still do all of the same routine stuff. They get their workouts in, they train, they do all their stuff, but then it's like they going to do this. You know, this is something else that they enjoy. And they go and do this. So like with Canelo, like Canelo golf a lot. You know what I mean? Like he golfs a lot. And that's not like a sport that just has no physical toll on your body. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, I do think Canelo is still a top of the line fighter. You know what I'm saying? But I think when you start really just showing a different level of interest in something like that, like you still love what you do and you're still committed to what you do. But I just don't know. I don't know if you can just be fully, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just think the Benavidez fight is the one. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you look at that fight. You got you got contrasting styles, which always make great fights. You got basically when I talked to David, he said, "I want to fight for those Mexican holidays," and Canelo got him. I want him, right. And I think that makes a ripe story. I think there's everything there for that fight to be made, and I think Benavidez throws with enough reckless abandon that he could give Canelo some real problems. I don't know. A lot of people want to see Canelo and Bivol again, but I want to see Bivol and Benavidez. I think that's the fight to make.
I think the same. Those Bivol and Benavidez needs to fight, and Canelo and him should fight, and then maybe they fight after that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right?
Maybe y'all fight after that. You know, maybe Benavidez might beat him, might land something and beat him, and you know maybe his confidence is a little bit lower. Maybe you go out there and, you know, say you win against Benavidez. Now you coming off a big win. People said you was ducking this dude. The dude that you won again is coming off a tough loss. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I don't know, man. I just think he should fight. I think he should fight David because David throw a lot of punches. Canelo wait for those right shots. You know, he gonna hook to the body. He's going to come up top. He's going to have that high guard. He's going to have to just, you know, get close to him. And Benavidez ain't going to just let him do it. He's going to get his shit off too. And, you know, he's going to really believe he has no losses. So he doesn't know him still being undefeated. He's going to come in there like, I don't know. I don't expect to lose. Like, I ain't ever lost, you know? So I think it'd be a great fight, you know, especially if they tell that story of like, you got the Mexican holidays and I want them. Like, I'm trying to take that over. So it's almost like it almost put like some pressure on him to be like, dang, this is for everything that I've earned. You know what I'm saying? And that's like that's great for a buildup. Yeah. You got the young Mexican fighter coming, everything that the prime, you know, Mexican fighter has came and taken. So I think that'd be a great one, man. That's the one that should happen.